Dang it, why aren't these 25 rep sets building me any muscle? I should be freaking huge by now. Wait, what? When it said 5 by 5, it meant like 5 sets of 5 and not 25? Oh, I messed up. Yo, what's happening, guys? Rob here, rep range prescriber at Laser Productions, and today I'm bringing you a video on the different rep ranges and how you can fit them into your training goals. Now you might be asking, where the hell have I been? Well, my computer screen decided to stop working, so I had to get that damn thing fixed. But I'm back to bring in high quality content. If you want to see more high quality content, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Helps with that dang algorithm a lot. Now into the rep ranges. Each rep range is going to hit its own thing. The 1 to 5 rep range is going to preferentially hit the central nervous system. That's what is responsible for making your muscles contract and fire. The 6 to 10 rep range is going to hit the fast twitch fibers. Those are the fibers that put out a lot of force, again, very quickly, but they tire out, again, quickly. 10 to 15 rep range, that is going to target the kind of the mid-tier fibers, the ones that aren't long twitch, the ones that aren't necessarily fast twitch. So you want to hit those depending on what you're training for. And then the 15 to 20 plus rep range is for long twitch, the ones that eke out a little bit of force. But can go for, again, longer periods of time, which is why it's called long twitch. Now, all these rep ranges are taken very close to failure. You can't do a weight you can do for 10 reps, only do it for 5. That's just piss poor effort. That's bullshitting. Only you can stop yourself from bullshitting in the gym. Now, after that PSA announcement, time to get into the first goal. The first goal we have here is powerlifting, trying to lift the most weight we can. Now, for powerlifting, you're going to want to stick to the 1 to 5 rep range as your main area you work into. Why? Because we want to prime our central nervous system in order to handle those heavy loads. You know, your max outs, your heavy triples, 5 by 5, all great for powerlifting. So your big lifts, your squat, bench, deadlift, overhead press. Then for the 6 to 10 rep range, you're going to want to do your secondary compounds in that area, something like an incline bench press or a lat pull down, things like that. Then for the 10 to 15 rep range, it's going to be where you put your isolations and your skill work. You know, isolations like a bicep curl, or skill work like, for example, if you do a straight arm pull down in order to work on keeping the bar closer to your body when you deadlift. I'll say the 10 to 15 rep range for that. One rep range to avoid is the 15 plus rep range, because the long twitch fibers are not very strong. They're not going to give you the boost you need. They're not going to help you. They're just going to add more weight to your frame. That's basically dead weight if your main goal is, again, strength. So that lays out basically all of things you need in powerlifting. Again, big lifts 1 to 5, secondary compounds 6 to 10, isolation and skill work 10 to 15. Avoid 15 plus. So we ready to go on to the next goal. Okay, so the next goal we have here, the other of the big two, is going to be bodybuilding. Trying to go to the most amount of muscle we can. Now, you can benefit from all rep ranges for hypertrophy, but the one you want to stick to the most is the 6 to 10 rep range. Why? Because fast twitch muscle fibers are the most hypertrophic. They grow the easiest. So you're going to want to put your compound lifts right there for your 6 to 10 reps. Now, for 10 to 15 reps, there are many muscle fibers because it's a spectrum. You know, they're not quite fast twitch, not quite long twitch. So you're going to want to work in this rep range too. I stick mostly isolations in this rep range. Maybe some of your lighter compound lifts, maybe go to 10 reps, 12 reps, but not higher than 12 for compounds. Now, you can actually benefit from the 15 plus rep range too, because the long twitch fibers are going to get most of the vascularity. That's where the veins come from, that veiny look, because they need more blood flow to them to get the nutrients and oxygen to keep them running for longer periods of time. Now, the 1 rep range, I know I said you can benefit from all rep ranges, but I wouldn't do too much of the 1 to 5 rep range. Because you might be asking, well, if fast twitch muscle fibers are responsible for producing lots of force, why don't we just lift super heavy all the time? Well, that's because that's going to be very fatiguing on your central nervous system. All these rep range works the central nervous system. It's just the 1 to 5 kind of area right there is going to be the main target. It's going to mainly target the central nervous system. Because when you do a heavy single, you're doing a heavy single at 85%, where do you really feel it at? You don't really feel it in your muscles. You feel it in your head and just throughout your whole entire body. But when I did back off sets of 8 at 70%, then I felt a lot more in my chest, a lot more in my triceps, a lot more in my shoulders. So stick to 6 to 10. Occasionally go to 1 to 5 rep range if you're maybe doing power building. You want to just get a little bit stronger, you warm at max. So only got a little bit, but maybe focus on these 3. This one the most. Let's go on to the final goal. If I could just hook it in right here.
Bro, you better finally in the gym.
There's only 1 rep range you need. The 1 rep. People ask you, hey, what's your 5 rep max? You're like, no. How much can you bench?
While you guys spent all summer relaxing, I spent it remaxing. Ugh. Edge ain't that heavy. I'm gonna heavier. Oh shoot, sorry, I must have grabbed the wrong clip. Here's the right one.
Has the hand of history on his shoulder. He has less than 200 meters to go.
Here's our final goal, which is a lot rarer than the first 2, but there's still people out there doing this. Training for endurance, pretty simple. 15 plus for everything. You want to avoid all the other ranges. Why? Because you could eat a little bit in the 10-15 range, but it wouldn't really benefit you that much. Because, again, look at the people in track. 6 to 10 rep ranges is getting fast twitch. That's why the sprinters have these huge muscles. They're all jacked, and then the sprinters, or the marathon runners or distance people, are kind of scrawny and not as big as the other guys. That's for multiple reasons. If you're endurance, you want to train your central nervous system, because again, this trains the central nervous system too. It's just not as fatiguing. It trains it to eke out a little bit of force at a time, like you do in distance running. But 1 to 5 is literally going to do the exact opposite. Train it to have big bursts of force, but get tired like that, which is getting the exact opposite. That literally will detriment your training. 6 to 10 is just going to add extra mass to your frame, which again, the sprinters only need to run for like what, less than a minute? And marathon or distance people need to run for minutes and minutes on end. So again, avoid these 2. I mean, you can eat a little bit of this one, but it's not going to benefit you all that much. 15 plus, get that long twitch fibers into train your central nervous system to get equipped to going those long distances. Now we can wrap up the video. Just gonna hook it, I think it's up here. Hey guys, so that's the video. Quick recap here before we wrap things up. For powerlifting, you're gonna want to mostly stick to these 2 rep ranges. You know, for your big lifts, 1 to 5 for your big lifts, squat, bench, overhead, and deadlift. For your accessory compounds, 6 to 10 reps. And these for your isolations. For bodybuilding, mostly 6 to 10 to get that hypertrophy from the fast twitch muscle fibers. 10 to 15 rep ranges for your isolations. And then the endurance work, 20 plus reps, 15 to 20 plus reps for the vascularity. And then for endurance training, this over and over and over and over and over again, this one. Now again, if you guys like the video, make sure of course you like it, comment, subscribe to the channel. Again, for today's comment, let's do a little guessing game about me. I did run track and field. Let's see if you guys can guess what events I ran. A little bit of trivia about me. Besides that, I hope I see you guys next time. Peace out.